thank you very much for participating. I would like to thank you once again for your active engagement during the study visit. It was quite successful, mainly thanks to your engagement, to your willingness to work, to attend all the meetings, to interact. So thank you very much again. It has been an excellent opportunity also for us and an excellent experience. We have the report of the study visit coming out soon. We will circulate it after the end of the learning. Thank you very much for steps for delivering it, and of course also for the whole organization of the study visit. The agenda today, we have an introduction for some key messages from the leader of the ENE network, Manuel. And then we will have the presentation of the study visit report. Then the presentation of the digitalization reform in Turkey, presented by Merve, and then the presentation of the LEPL College Iberia from Yorgi. So without wasting more time, I'll pass the floor to Manuel.
Good morning, colleagues. I'm very happy that you have happy moments in my hometown, Madrid. I am really happy, but of course, I miss not to be with you. But you were in very good hands. I was saying now, Roberto and Filippo, that the experience that you also see, in particular, those related to the bed centers, Puerta Bonita or José Luis Garci, are also part of the ENE network. So you visit peers, so you work with colleagues that are working with you for the same goal. And I am sure that you also realize that they are doing very good job as you are doing as well. Because the only thing I want to remind you are a few things, that just to contextualize a bit more, and also the expectations that we have to work with you. So it is clear that we don't have to forget that digitalization of teaching and learning in concrete in the work you are doing and demonstrating how to improve and progresses is an integral part of the concept of vocational excellence. So you are working in the context of your own context on the countries, and I'm looking at Serbia, Georgia, Egypt, Morocco, Turkey, and also Bosnia, that I am very happy also to see Nedim from his role, as it is not purely a better school, but it's a fat lab on which also we have a lot of expectations to grow for integrating more the role of this type of nice recipients to inform also the concept of excellence and also the future recognition of centers of vocational excellence in your respective context. This is why we are here. You are here working on this particular area of excellence, but please don't forget that we are in a bigger context on which also the European Training Foundation we will have even the role in the next years to, let's say, interact more with the international community and national partners in your context to facilitate policy discussion. So this is my first comment and also expectation. So we have expectation that the process you are experiencing in this ENE DIGI or DIGI ENE is also that from your practices, we want to get lessons learned from transforming to policies and improve the status of your institutions in your respective contexts and countries. So you are key players for this, you are key practitioners, but also we want to transform a bit in time next year and in the work we are doing from the Network of Excellence to transform your role also as policy advisors in your respective context. So this is my key message also, reminding that the COVES recognition is also for us, and it will be more emphasized in our mission, working with all of you. I want also just conclude in this introduction to remind you that in the NSAT self-assessment tool, that I don't know if Loretta is there and wants to once again share the last report we produced, is clearly informing that the practitioners that you conduct this second self-assessment working with us and working in your own institutions is informing that teaching and learning processes, when it comes to digitalization, is on the rise. So institutions see this aspect on teaching and learning using digital tools and using digital environments is self-evaluated as a bigger, let's say, improvement. So it's being improved. And I think also in the study visit on Madrid, I am sure you saw practices that you are already testing in your own environment. So this is also, I think, a good thing to not to learn, but just to confirm that you are in the right track. So this rise is also in terms of the distance learning and other methods that also are using digital tools and strategies for making bed more attractive and in particular and also image, but also for innovating on methodologies that also I am sure you are adapting in your pedagogical plans and strategies in your own context and institutions. Having said that, thank you for inviting me to be with you today, and hope we can do a next experience in Madrid or in Barcelona. Thank
Why
you.
not? Why not? Never bad choice in Spain. Thank you very much. I pass the floor to Roberto for a quick overview of the study visit report.
Okay, thank you, Manuel. Thank you, Filippo. And nice to see you again, as I said before. I also send another reminder for people that could maybe skip the invitation. Yeah, what I would like to do today is basically to recap a little bit what we have done during our week in Madrid, and to show also to the people who didn't attend what was about and more or less what was the focus. Most of all, now it's a PDF file, so I try to enlarge it as much as possible. Um, I I would like also to show the summary of the evaluation and the feedback that you gave and your comments. And also there is something that I would like to ask you in order to, let's say, give as much visibility as possible to our experience. So these are the key objectives of our study visit and of this initiative in general. So encouraging collaboration of the members on digital excellence, provide opportunity to further develop their expertise and to learn more, communication and networking, of course, to increase the knowledge and understanding of skills, to share the expertise with the broader network, and of course this this webinar is also part of it. It's organizing peer learning meetings, so the key objectives in general. The hosting institutions that we have visited are the INTEF, which is the National Institute of Digital Technologies and Teacher Training, which is part of the Ministry of Education, Vocational Training and Sports in Spain, and two vocational Puerta Bonita and José Luis Garci. The first one was a professional and vocational training center expert in graphic arts and audiovisual communication, and the second one was more related to creativity, media, and film production. I think that we all had nice memories from these experiences. I also wrote it from your comments, from your feedback in the survey, that of course they are center of excellence. They had wonderful equipment, but also they were very good in communicating the nice activities that they develop. And last but not least, the Fundación Universidad de Empresa, which is an institution that, as we know, is active since more than 50 years in Spain to act as a bridge between companies and university and promoting innovative training. So these were the institutions. But also on 16 and 17 of October, we all attended the all digital event. I was particularly glad to see from your comments in the evaluation form that you appreciate it. Of course, we understand that a 2 days conference with lots of intervention, with lots of contributions that could be very, very different and very varied in terms of topics and also quality, could be a little dispersive, but I am glad to see that you appreciated this event. Of course, you were able to decide and to attend those workshops that you liked more or that you could prefer more rather than others, but you also appreciated the plenary sessions and the possibility, of course, of networking. Also, for me personally, it was a great experience. It was mainly related to digital citizenship, which is, of course, a hot topic nowadays. And I think it was a great opportunity for us to learn more. So very quickly, a short summary of the evaluation survey that we asked you to provide. So as you may see, the participants gave a very high score to the organization, to the program, and to the activities. All these insights and feedback will be found in the report that, as Filippo said at the beginning, will be made public, or at least will be shared with you, so that everybody can take a look and see what was about. Now I just wanted to highlight what people liked more. Friendship, which is also very nice, and discussion, so about past and future projects, and this is connected with the, first of all, to the great opportunity we had to meet up, to stay together, to create a very nice team, so to think about the future. And but also on the other hand, on the discussions and the exchange of knowledge, and why not French. The diversity of institutions that we visited, the peer learning, so of course, learning one from each other and getting to know the members, and the accommodation, hospitality, the recap that we did every day. So as you remember, we opened our visit with a couple of hour session in order to get to know each other, but also to share our expectations and why not also our knowledge and our competencies. And at the end, we also had a final recap. But also, I think that every day, more or less at the dinner time, we had the possibility to think about and self-reflect, but also to discuss about what we learn every day. And I agree that this was very useful for everybody, also to order a little bit the quantity of information that we received every day. The organization, the professionalism. So this is, of course, very nice to learn. And the second slide is about the learning, the lesson learned by people. So what they bring back home after the visit. I like very much this sentence. If you have a vision and a team, if you are dedicated and persistent and hardworking, you may achieve a level of excellence. And this is great to see and very motivating. And also other things related to the artificial intelligence. So education and information is a way to deal, not to have and not to be scared by artificial intelligence of their possible bad effects, but to cope with it and to learn more. Networking, collaboration, project ideas, digitalization for citizens, and this is the topic of the All Digital Conference, cultural exchange, and breaking the barrier. And so I think this means most of all the possibility to learn more the people we have around us, not being scared of speaking in public, embarrassed, and so on, and to be open to any kind of confrontation and possible facing. Okay, if you remember the very, very last hours of our meeting, we shared with you a template called Journey Map, where we ask you how do you feel, what you learned, and how you will going to be going to use your new knowledge in your job. And of course, this was something that you had, I don't remember, maybe 5 minutes, 5, 6 minutes to think about and to write down. But we liked very much your answers, and we created this group of so-called testimonials that, if you give us your permission, of course, we will be using in our social networks and most of all for our report or blog post and so on. So we dedicated one slide, let's say, to each of you with your name, your role, and a quote from you on what you liked more. So I don't know if I can share my screen without any interruption, but do you see my slides or do you see my Canva now?
Your slides.
It's your slides from the PDF, Adobe.
Okay, so I think I have to interrupt and do it again. So I will show you what we did. So this is, for example, from Daniela, positive vibes for future collaboration. I've learned there is still much to do to reach the level of the institutions we have visited. And quotation from Georgi, I have met institutions and schools that are ready and open to share their wide experience. Thanks for your open attitude towards newcomers. The one from Nerve, inspirational, great team, great work, and a lot of new information, and so on. So from Eddie, extremely valuable experience and team building among peers. I would repeat any time. And from Gordana, sharing the knowledge and experience among participants was great as well. The high positive atmosphere. And so if you agree, I can send you the link to those let's say social cards. I don't know how to name them, and let me know if what I wrote is fine, and if you want to change something, of course, because it was partially taken by your 5 minutes reflection when we were in Madrid, but also from your evaluation feedback. So, of course, the sentences are quite general, but if you want to change it, or if you don't agree with some of them, feel free. So we can send it, and then it's important for us. And on one hand, it's important for us to show who participated at the visit, what they thought about the visit, and on the other hand, it's I think it could be an opportunity for you just to show that you were there. So I don't know if you agree or you have any comments about that. And so yeah, and that's it. So these are the testimonials, and a big thank you once again to you.
Thanks to you. Thanks to you. Okay, Merve, we move to your presentation. We are talking about Turkey, a country who is investing a lot on the digitalization of its whole system and, of course, the education system as well. It's not be possible to go into the details of all the different actions because there are many between platforms and initiatives. So I think Merve will give us an overview. If you pick up interesting elements, you might want to know more. I think you can contact Merve later, and she can provide you with the different information or the contact of somebody you can speak with. So I'm just saying that we don't expect Merve to speak for 4 hours. So it's okay if if it's a broad overview, and I pass you the floor.
Thank you, Filippo, and hello, everyone. It's nice to be with you again. I will make a presentation today about digital reforms in Turkey, and I'm trying to share my presentation. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. My topic is digital education reforms in Turkey. And actually, I want to start an introduction before moving on to the main topic. This introduction is about the number of schools, teachers, and students in Turkey, and the role and history of my institution. Turkey's population, demographics, number of schools, teachers, and students are important to understand the digital reforms in Turkey, I think, because I will share some data with you throughout the presentation. I think it's important to understand the rate of these data, the total number of schools, teachers, and students. In Turkey, there are 75,000 schools. Some schools are public, some schools are private. The data I will share related to public schools. And in Turkey, there are 18 million students and 1 million teachers. And I want to continue the contexts about our works. We have two contexts, EU contexts and national contexts. EU context is related to European Digital Education Action Plan, and the other context is national. We have MONE Vision, Education Vision 2023, but this vision was published in 2018. And in 2018, in Turkey, Digital Transformation Office was established. This office is part of the presidency. And we have two national reports and action plan, National Artificial Intelligence Strategy and National Artificial Intelligence Strategy Action Plan. These reports and action plans are our EU and national contexts. And his Ministry of National Education structure, MONE have 23 units, and my institution, Directorate General of Innovation and Educational Technology, I will say DIGI throughout the presentation. DIGI is one of the 23 Directorates General, and 6 Directorates General manage different educational levels and services. These directorates general are basic education, secondary education, vocational and technical education, special education and guidance services, lifelong learning, and teacher training and development. And what is the DIGIET's role? DIGIET leads innovation and educational technology initiatives, provides guidance to other directorates general on innovation and technology. And evolution of DIGIET. My institution established in 1951. The name of the institution was Instructional Film Center. and 1962 Film, Radio and Graphics Center. And in 1968, TRT established in Turkey. TRT is Turkey's first official television channel. And the name of institution changed as Education Center with Film, Radio and Television. And actually, in these three steps, my institution was independent institution, but in 1998, Directorate General of Educational Technologies, because elevated to a Directorate General within the Ministry of National Education. And lastly, in 2011, Directorate General of Innovation and Educational Technologies as right now. And structure of DIGI ENE, we have 7 units, IT and infrastructure, digital skills, content development, system development, R&D and ecosystem department, and communication and administrative and financial affairs. And I want to start with Fatih project. Why I start with Fatih project? Because Fatih project forms the basis of almost all digitalization steps. Fatih project is carried out by DIGI ENE, IT and infrastructure department. The project started in 2012. Fatih is an acronym and it means Movement for Increasing Opportunities and Improving Technology project. And Ministry of National Education is trying to adapt the education system to the new era with the Fatih project. And EBA platform, smart boards, internet connection to schools, inclusion of ICT courses in the curriculum, appointment of ICT teachers. The basis of all of these is the Fatih project. And Fatih project has 5 main components. First component is provision of hardware and software infrastructure. The second component is provision and management of educational e-content. The third component is effective use of ICT in curriculum. Fourth is in-service training of teachers. And last component is ensuring conscious and safe IT use through network infrastructure and broadband internet usage. And number of smart boards installed in schools. These numbers are cumulative. In between 2012 and 14, 145,000 smart boards installed in schools. And we will plan to install smart boards in school between 2024 and 26. The number is 747,000 smart boards. But in this issue, 95% of schools have smart boards, but smart boards installed between 2012 and 70 need to be replaced because they are old. The 95% number also includes absolute smartphones, smart boards, and there are contracts with private sector companies for smart boards, Vestel and Arçelik. These are national brands, technology brands. And free maintenance and repair are provided during the warranty period. After the warranty period ends, a new contract is made with these companies, with my institution. We have a contract with Türk Telekom for internet, but internet speed and type may vary depending on the region, especially village schools. Internet speed and reception power may not be very good, maybe. And ICT teachers, we have three type of ICT teachers in Turkey. First, ICT provincial coordinators. Second is ICT trainers. Third is ICT guidance teachers. First and second type of ICT teachers are compulsory, but the third ICT teachers voluntarily. We have 82 coordinators, provincial coordinators, and they coordinate the work of ICT teachers in their provinces. And ICT trainers, we have 378 trainers. They provide training prepared by my institution to teachers, face-to-face or online. And 9,000 plus ICT guidance teachers. These teachers are volunteer and they help the other teachers in their schools to use equipment and digital skills, especially use of smart boards. And EBA is Education Information Network and designed by the DIGI ENE System Development Department. The contents of EBA are prepared by the DIGI ENE Content Development Department. EBA are for students, teachers, school administrators, and parents. For students, there are course materials and resources, exams, tests, online events, EBA live lessons, homework tracking. For teachers, there are creating educational materials, sharing via EBA, monitoring student performance or student evaluation. For school administrators, in school management and planning, reporting and statistics, training program management. And for parents, video lessons, educational materials, interactive applications, and digital library. All of them can use EBA, and especially students use EBA, but there are many contents for teachers, school administrators, and parents. EBA platform and pandemic period. Until the COVID-19 pandemic, EBA was not used very actively in between 2012 and 20. A collaboration was made with TRT in 2020, and 3 television channels were opened at primary, secondary, and high school levels. And live lessons, live lesson module has been added to EBA after the pandemic. During the pandemic, a pandemic was declared in Turkey in March 2020. And live classes started at EBA in May 2020. And in the post-pandemic period, the content production program for EBA was accelerated and standardized, prepared with the e-content preparation guides. And what's in EBA? Educational videos, teaching materials, TRT EBA collaboration, enriched books, EBA library, and simulations. And ÖBA is the other online platform. Sorry. ÖBA is Teacher Information Network and established in 2022. ÖBA's purpose is improving teachers' digital skills through online training and content of ÖBA based on teacher surveys and needs analysis. And participation as of November 2024, 700,000 courses. But this number is not teachers' number. 700,000 courses, not teachers. And course teams, coding and AI, thinking skills, innovative applications, digital literacy, and some examples of ÖBA courses. You can see some courses on the screen. The contents of ÖBA are prepared by digital skills departments. Courses are prepared interactively in the Articulate program. Courses generally consist of 4 or 5 modules, and evaluation is made at the end of each module. There is a multiple choice exam at the end of the course. To be successful, 8% participation and a score of 50 on the end of course exam is required. At the end of the course, a MONE approved certificate is given and is automatically uploaded to the system we called MapBiz, used by teachers. And HEMBA is the other online platform, Public Education Centers Network, established in 2023. EBA designed by our System Development Department. HEMBA designed by System Development Department. And the contents of HEMBA are prepared by Directorate General of Lifelong Learning. Aim is improving citizens' knowledge and skills nationwide, and e-government login for course registration, and diverse courses for personal and professional developments, such as these courses. Personal development, information technologies, craft technology, fine arts and sports, agriculture and livestock. At the end of the course, a MONE approved certificate is given as ÖBA. And ETKİM is one of the centers of my institution. Educational Technologies Incubation and Innovation Center is ETKİM opened in 2023. And ETKİM is in Middle East Technical University Technopark in Ankara. And there are 5 incubation departments and 45 companies and 150 research personnel. ETKİM's objectives and services, one of them sector monitoring, professional learning laboratory tracks EdTech developments. The second is strategy development. Third is entrepreneurial support. The fourth is ecosystem building. And ongoing projects at ETKİM, market report, ecosystem map, and global report. And lastly, we have many national and international projects. One of them, Future Classroom Lab. DIGI ENE oversees VCL implementation in Turkey, and we have 13 VCL ambassadors and 30 mentors nationwide, and 39 learning laboratories in schools across Turkey, and 3,500 innovative classrooms being established. Innovative Classrooms initiative in 2020 established 1,841 innovative classrooms. And in this year, in between 2024 and 2026, established innovative classrooms, replaced classrooms, and new classrooms. And in 2026, we will plan to establish 5,000 innovative classrooms. In these innovative classrooms, there are robotic kits and 3D printers, programmable components for hands-on learning, and enhancing STEAM skills and problem-solving abilities. And Scientics and e-twinning projects. DIGI ENE coordinates Scientics and e-twinning. We have 548 ambassadors, Scientics ambassadors, and STEAM training provided face-to-face and online. And we have national support service within DIGI ENE. And since 2009, 300,000 plus teacher participants to e-twinning projects, and 81 provincial coordinators across in Turkey, e-twinning coordinators. And Design Fields projects, this project is completed and is related to Erasmus Plus strategic partnership projects. And the model of this project, pan-European model developed with international partners, and 13 pan-European and 81 national teachers involved. And these projects received 2 European Innovative Teacher Award in 2023. Another projects, EduSIMS team. Project type is Erasmus Plus forward-looking partnership project. Partners are Spain, Portugal, Netherlands, Lithuania, Ireland, and Turkey. Projects focus is STEAM education policy for EU-level implementation, and impact is shaping future of STEAM education across Europe. And Navigado project, topic is related to Erasmus Plus strategic partnership project launched, and Poland, Belgium, France, Portugal, and Turkey are partners. And project focus is active learning and innovative education in flexible spaces. And this project received a Good Practice Award from European Commission. And the last project, and my last slide, EU Code Week. EU Code Week active since 2013 in Turkey, and ambassadors. Actually, I am one of the ambassadors. Work within DIGI and DIGI coordinates EU Code Week in Turkey. And we have 20,000 coding events every year. And impact is fostering digital skills across the nation. And thank you for your attention. If there is a topic in the presentation that you are interested in and would like detailed information about, contact me. This is my email address.
Thank you very much. It was a very rich presentation. A few comments from my side, and then open the floor for questions. Your questions are much more important. So it's one case, as we have seen in many other countries, who were active before the pandemic. They actually used the pandemic as an opportunity to further invest and to bring to systemic level, I mean, what were more pilots in the beginning. So countries who were piloting before, they were more successful in maintaining, in expanding and making more sustainable. So I think there's another good example. It's a very overarching holistic approach to digital skills development. So from schools to continuing training, there is an idea of sustainability. Teachers are not left alone. There are trainers, coordinator of trainers. So you have this cascading effect. And we don't have the figure, but clearly the government put a lot of money into it. But they also made use of international projects. So they managed to balance both internal and external resources to achieve this level of developments in this area. It was very impressive. A new Turkey, sorry, was one of the leading international cases for this topic. But every time I hear about it, I mean, it's impressive how many initiatives they set up and run. So thank you very much, Merve. I open the floor if somebody wants to ask some clarifications.
There was my hand.
Sorry, no, I couldn't see it. Please.
Oh, okay. No, thank you, Merve. It's really impressive, as Philip was saying. And it remind me once again that for the remarks on how to move to policy, really, we have to use more Turkey experience, and the experience you are presenting today is really top, allow me to say. I only wanted to ask you for clarification or more information on the issue of the ecosystem. You mentioned that you have a mapping tool that we want to learn more with our partners and in the network on this concept, on how this concept is implemented. You mentioned this, so my question is, what is look like the mapping tool? So you said you have a mapping tool, and the other question is the composition of the ecosystem. So in terms of partners profiles, in terms of also is about local, is regional, is national, or also you are connected with other international partners. So more expanded concept of how you build this ecosystem. Thank you.
Thank you, Jose. Actually, I'm a teacher at Directorate General, and my department is digital skills. And as I said in presentation, we have several departments. ecosystem departments and project departments. Actually, I gave some information from other departments to make a presentation. So I think I cannot explain detailedly your question, but I will find a contact person, maybe.
Okay, appreciate it. Because yes, I think it's very relevant thing in your presentation also for this implementing the concept of excellence and in ecosystems, and also the role are playing different actors, and will be much appreciated if you bring more information to the group and this DIGI ENE action. Thank you.
Indeed, I think there are many aspects that we can dig into it. We could start discussing beginning of the year for next year DIGI ENE and activities. I'm sure that we might pick up one or two specific ones which the members are more interested about, and then we can further discuss them. As I mentioned before, maybe it was impossible to get into the details of all these platforms and initiative, but it's very important to have an overview so that if there's some specific elements that you might find interesting, we can further discuss in the future. All the presentations of today will be shared at the end of the meeting, so we'll have a copy of Mave's presentation as well, and
Okay.
you can use it as a to reflect and also for future discussion. Any other specific question? No? Okay. I then move to Georgi. We were a bit worried when we didn't see you in the beginning, but I'm glad that you joined soon after.
Yes, of course. Also, I am very glad to see you again.
Please, the floor is yours.
And Nino can start. I will share my presentation.
Hello, I'm Nino Bakuradze. I am representative of Iberia College. Glad to meet you all, and I was listening to your presentations and everything today with great interest, and I'm very happy to be involved in ETF project. And thank you to the administration of this of ETF. You are giving great opportunity to the colleges, to the educational institutions, and not only in the digital point of view, but overall in all the programs. So I will just share you what our college is. So we are still developing. We are doing a lot of things for further development, and now we will just let you know what we are generally doing. So first, so Georgi is presenting, and and I will just follow him. Okay, just enlarge his information.
Thank you, Nino. Nice to see you.
Okay, so I will say a few words about College Iberia. It's a multidisciplinary educational institution, and its mission is to prepare a highly qualified, competitive workforce for not only for Georgian but for international labor markets as well. So we don't have restriction of age. The students who come to us, the minimum age is 15-year-old students, and then they can choose which kind of profession they want to continue to have for their life. And we also have the students who are more than 50. They just want to change their way of life, and they come to us, and then they choose the profession in our college. So we were established in 2006. We provide 18 educational students, and we have annually 350 students. So currently we have 350 students, and it's a state college. It is funded by state budget. In 2017, the government started to the rehabilitation process of the college, and now we have a very good infrastructure which is adapted to the requirements of disabled people. Now the next. So we have the main way for us of teaching is development of digital technology. So we use digital technologies not only in teaching the digital programs. For example, we have informational technologies programs, computer network systems, web technologies, and so on and so forth. We use virtual reality glasses, for example, in teaching English. We have smart boards mainly in every classroom. So with the help of technologies, we teach engineering, we teach culinary arts, and we teach hotel and restaurant service, and we also have branch in nearby Kutaisi, it's in Baghdadi, and we have agricultural programs. We teach agricultural programs there. And we also use technologies. We use the drones, for example, which Georgi and his partner created for teaching plants growing program, for example. And if you visit us, we may show you everything. So we also have electrician programs, microelectronics, which Georgi teaches, and woodworking. About woodworking, we have all kinds of digital equipment, CNC machine, and many new technologies. Welding also, we have welding program as well. So in our college, we have FabLab laboratory. It's Innovation and Technologies Laboratory, and we use this lab for every students for teaching every subject, every program to improve our teaching. So, for example, students of sewing, they study how to create the products on the machines which are very modern. We have agricultural, as I mentioned above, we have agricultural sphere also. We have protection of plants, wine making and texting, and wine host. So this is these programs we teach in the branch in Baghdadi region. The next skill. So now about technologies. Again, about websites, for example. We use Kahoot, Canva, and Padlet for teaching English and for teaching vocational subjects, professional vocational subjects. About FabLab, we have here drones, 3D printers, virtual reality glasses, modern woodworking technology, CNC machines, laser cutters, and also in cooking spaces in the hotels, we use smart boards and many kinds of new technological equipment, which is related to hospitality sphere. Here we will show you a little pics about our students' life. So we also collaborate with SES Experts Agency, which is located in Bonn, Germany. And now we are waiting for the experts in wood cutting profession who will help us to work with CNC equipment. And this is the here is was the picture of it. So about now, I will say a few words about exchange programs. We collaborate with 5 Polish vocational colleges because Poznan and Kutaisi are sister cities, and we collaborate with the colleges in Poznan. We also collaborate with the SES German, as I mentioned, professional collaboration, which started in 2018. And this is our second time that we host Peace Corps volunteer, and he helps us in development of technological equipment and involving the technologies in teaching English. So here, so this is a few about our core strengths, about our competencies, the technological foundation, grants, collaborations. So we are improving needs. We are training our staff. So about, I will say a few words about internalization process. So, so our ministry has just started to involve vocational colleges in internationalization process, and we are starting to broaden our international relations. We are starting to make friends with different colleges and to establish exchange programs for our students and for our teachers as well. For example, it was great honor for us that Georgi took part in your project. So this is my contact, just for further relation, and then Georgi will continue about his project with the just finished. It's about the School of Drones.
You are looking for a photo gallery.
So we created the drone show in our college.
The course, teaching course. This course was conducted at our college base. Students learn about unmanned aerial vehicles, architecture and design, assembly, operation, and usage rules and restrictions. The final exhibition was attended by local government and education represented the exhibition received great interest, and another training course was planned, at the end of which a festival of unmanned aerial vehicle will be held. Active presentation are being made at the time now. Photos from the exhibition. Okay, and about micro electronics program. This program aims to train people in the modern area, and the activities participation is scientific and technical creativity. For this purpose, students work on interests such as introduction to micro electronic concepts, fundamental of integrated circuits, IC design, practical experience, problem solving, and critical thinking in microcontrollers, electronics, and collaboration and communication skills. Of course, during the study period, students perform the following activities: discussion around of modern technologies, programming microchips, building modern of the latest projects, some kind of integration with employing companies, which is so important at the end of study. Pictures and of the last in a wide range of technical and analytical skills, particularly related to the design, fabrication, and testing of semiconductors, devices, and circuits. Trained personnel are in high demand in collaborated companies, of course. Thank you for your attention. It was a shortly presentation, our work together, and thank you again to join us. So a very important activities like ETF and other digitalizations. Thank you. Again, welcome.
Thank you for joining us, for giving us the chance to be involved in your projects.
Thanks to you, Nino. Thanks to you, Georgi. It's been a pleasure to have Georgi with us. It was one special character, and we appreciated a lot his involvement. I'm very much glad that you're using the opportunity of the ENE network for your college. Follow us. There are many activities, there are many opportunities. So whether within the ENE network or bilaterally between you and other schools, so other centers of excellence, really this type of network, one of the main objectives is really to create opportunities of networking for the different colleges. There are some opportunities of projects focusing on transversal elements where you can cooperate with everybody, but there are also sectoral opportunities of cooperation where you work with colleges who deal with the same subject as you. So I think the continuous involvement in this DIGI ENE partnership of your college will also open additional doors for cooperation.
Thank you so much.
It's our main purpose, so we are really glad if you take this opportunity. Thank you very much also for the presentation. It was very interesting. Georgi also let me try to let a drone fly on his computer. I'd say I was quite terrible at it. It's not as easy as it is in movies where everybody pick it up and they can use it.
Visit us. We will host you with great pleasure.
Thank you very much again. I just open the floor if there's people who would like to ask specific questions or share any comment. Daniela?
I skipped maybe the explanation. What level of education, what age are your students?
The minimum age is 15-year-old, and then we don't have the age restriction. Sometimes we have students more than 15.
Okay. So but what is the core? What is the core of your teaching practice? I mean, what are the main students, or it's not defined in that way?
So we teach.
I'm interested exactly for unmanned for drones and electronics, those programs, because we have the same in our school. Just to make a comparison, what level of education such programs are?
So it is third level of education.
Third level, okay.
Yeah, upper secondary.
Upper secondary.
So they can actually go to university when they finish their studies.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Nice job.
Thank you for your question.
Thanks.
I was also wondering about the employment possibilities, the employment opportunities of your students. So after they leave the school, as an average, what is the kind of job profiles that they have, or which kind of employment they have?
So about technological point of view, we don't have problems of employment because it's very modern profession. You know, they work not only in live regimes, but they also work online. So they have great possibilities. And we also have career service in the college, and these people are in charge of employing them. We have we have memorandums signed with not only private center but with government center, and we also are in charge of their employment, and we help them to find the job and to be realized in the future. And we never stop relationships with our students. Just yesterday we have graduation process. We awarded them with diplomas, and they know that they do not quit. They continue their relationships, and we help them. So we even employ our students in the college. For example, just now we are starting. We have finished admission process, and on 25th of November we are starting teaching new courses and about international technologies, we did not have teacher because we now have two groups, and we choose our student who applied to us, and we employed him in our college. So now he's not our student anymore. He's our colleague, our teacher.
Sounds nice. Thank you. And
Yes.
this is also something that we heard from the two vocational schools that we visited in Madrid. My second question is for Georgi. If you, Georgi, saw some similarities in the institutions that we visited with your school, some points that are in common with your school that you can highlight? I don't know, not only for the subjects, of course, maybe for the approach or the methodologies.
I think we have similar, maybe with Puerto Bonita school, because through the design and computer design project, we have also like them, and we also have collaboration projects together in future, maybe next year. We also have to they are planning to come with our college, and we have planned some
In May.
yeah, in May. Yes, we already planned this. Yes, I think it's a little bit similar, so maybe more similar. Our skills, teaching, similar. Okay.
Thank you.
Your questions.
Okay. Guys, I was very interested by the two presentations. As I mentioned before, we'll share everything within the group. We will have another peer learning session with the remaining Center of Excellence presenting. And between the end of the year or beginning of next one, we'll start engaging you maybe through a quick survey on possible areas of work for next year. And once again, for us, it's always a pleasure to work with you. It's an excellent group. And I really hope that you are also making the best of this opportunity.
Maybe we can, sorry, Filippo, for interrupting, because we can already say about the possible dates of our next webinar, or we prefer to share it with everybody by email?
To be very honest, I don't have it on the top of my mind, so you can share it.
No, it should be 16th of December, so more or less in 1 month.
Excellent. See.
So if
We
you
will send the invitation around, and we'll try always to schedule it around this time, which is a bit less engaging in terms of classes for the participants. And again, we hope to see you all on the 16th. And thanks again for coming and for contributing. Just one final thanks to Loretta, who's doing really a hell of a work for the project in-house. She is basically the one in charge of doing most of the activities, and I'm extremely grateful to her. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
16.
Very impressive.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Everyone.
Bye.
Bye.